Father's Day is coming up. Let me tell y'all, Father's Day looks like today. It's another day. But Mother's Day though, that shit is second Christmas. Second Christmas, man. The best scorer in this postseason plays for the New York Knicks. We're at 13. We live right now, straight from the CUTT Lounge at 401 Belly Road. Good side of Belly Road, y'all. Bad side of Belly Road. Got my man Ivy in the chair. We gotta start praising Big Body Brunson a little bit more. We do. I'm talking about 95 degrees tomorrow. You understand? We witnessing greatness here. The man is still. You know what I mean? It's the reason that he got Big Body Brunson the nickname. Because he's 6'2", but he plays as if he's 7'2". And Sean all damn day. And they had I didn't even think he was that. Yeah. He was shorter than that. I thought he was only like 6 feet at least.
For somebody that get it going like that is to get his usage up early on. That's all I'm.
They have the Nuns, they have the Jackals, they have this great fan base. So yeah, I don't know. I think they should win. I don't know about that cushion because this is. I want to see more sense of urgency when I saw Wendy's post-game interview.
About to give my man Ivy a nice clean ball fade. You know, he like to hear brush to the side, give him a little part. You know what I mean? Hook him up today. Hook him up for the weekend. Loyal customer. See, only loyal customers can come to me, ask me for favors. Like, if you're not a loyal person, like, you can't come to me and be like, yo, do this for me or do that. Nah, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a loyal customer and I'm your only barber, you can't come and ask me for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just putting that out there.
And you guys know they have to win. Right. They're desperate. Right. This is why, we're going to see the ultimate test of the Knicks tonight. To me, I'm expecting this person to play great. To me, the Knicks can get throat tonight. Yeah. If they play a brilliant game. We're all thinking the Spurs are going to play. The Spurs are going to play brilliant. What happens if the Knicks play their best game of the postseason? Right.
So you're saying
that's drama for me.
Must win for the Spurs right now.
Must win for the Spurs. What will the Knicks do?
Right, because there's never been a team that's come back from down 0-2 once they've lost.
Everybody's got their sight on all these people. I think the Aaron Fox. And then it doesn't look like that.
No, right now it's 1-0.
Right. Doesn't turn it over 6 times, and it doesn't look like that. You know what I mean?
So Knicks win tonight 2-0.
I know you don't like the
points, and then the next game they're going back to New York.
We're talking about what they've been doing in these playoffs. If we're talking about what they should have done,
I don't think they're gonna beat tonight.
They could be favorites.
They ain't in New York, man. They ain't gonna beat
them. If was a fifth, we'd all be
there.
We didn't turn over the ball 6 times. You ever heard of the term forced turnover? And I'm not downplaying. I'm not going to downplay the expression or lack thereof of Jalen Brunson after their game one win. He was still pissed off, looking like he was looking forward to game 2.
I don't think Jalen thinks he can play that much.
It doesn't help that.
I don't think the Spurs feel like they did a better job.
I don't want nobody else going ball like nobody else here. He said, nobody else playing. Nah, he's telling me that's it. I'm VIP only.
That's true. You went to Mitch Johnson right now and said, hey, did you sign up for tonight 32 points or 31 shots? He's signing right now. The 32 not great, or the 30, whatever he scored. 31 shots, he'll take that. And that's why I think Brunson was upset. Brunson knows he can play better, and here's what I'm going to say. What if he does? What if he actually has a good game tonight, right?
Victor's final debut, a little bit of a mixed bag, right? 26 points for boards, that looks all right, but his most turnovers and missed shots in any game of his playoff career. But as ever, Victor Wembanyama, he spoke about why he's not overreacting for as you might say.
Normal means trusting each other, trusting the basketball guys, trusting the game plan, executing, and not relying on talent so much to make shots or to save the day. You know, I mean, we've been playing a certain way all season, and we've been successful this way. There's no reason to change the day the finals start.
Okay, but the question is how? How can he do that? Over and over, you guys have said Victor Wembanyama needs to do what?
Get to the paint.
Over and over, you said he needs to get closer to the basket.
Live from the CUTT Lounge in Baltimore.
And by the way, Wemby, you are the game plan for the New York Knicks, and it's showcased in game.
New York Knicks tonight.
And I
Take
want
that
to show
game.
you one example. They was running their horn sets with their horn set with their go-to every single time. Double high, pick and roll, and usually Wemby rolls to the basket, right? He's going to roll to the basket as Stephon Castle comes off. Now watch the early bump by Big Body Brunson, pass
Big
them off to
Body
Mitchell
Brunson.
Robinson. Now look at the people in the paint. The
Big
weak
Body
side, the
Brunson.
strong side, and we know that's the golden rule, is to not to help off the so action again. Although Keldon Johnson knocked down that three. Here we go again. Wemby rolling to the basket. One hit, stood him up. Here we go again. Watch the weak side. Mitch Robinson activity. So again, they're going to live and say, Keldon Johnson, Champagne, you guys are going to have to make shots for 48 minutes. And if y'all do, then we'll adjust. So again, we're going to game two. What would you do though, Sean, to get Wemby going?
And that's action. Especially if you got that home action, something I found.
Every pass.
Yeah, I found success a lot of
In here
times.
before time.
Being in that corner and understanding when that guy comes off, don't be standing. There's a lot of times you can take that bait and feel like if I stand and I space it out,
Right.
it's gonna make it easy. But moving, setting flares, being able to mix it up so that the Knicks' bump doesn't really mean much.
Right.
Making the two-on-ones in those situations, you get slips, you get actions going, but it keeps Wemby moving.
But in the first, so Brunson hits it the first time you ran that horn action. Brunson hits it with the bump, and Victor fights through it, gets over it.
Yeah.
The second time, he sort of died on the bump, right? He
Yeah,
wasn't
right.
able to fight through it. The play was completely broken. You still want to see them, and they kept going to it over and over and over again.
And Malika, that's a great point because on the first one, Brunson was actually late. So really, you want to start in and then build out. So that was a great point. He was actually late. That's why he wasn't able to hold him up. It wasn't that Wemby just stopped. It was
That's your
just on the
fault.
second. Brunson
That's cool.
stand him
And
up.
then after that, they also have
Your mom's a says bro living in McDonald's.
That defensive principle is
You're saying you actually like this action. Either it gets Wemby to the basket when it's correctly done. The gravity of Wembanyama opens up those corners.
Both corners will be out wide open. He has to just be more crisp with it. Run into the screen with more pace, get out of the screen with more pace, and don't allow them to bump you. But also, we love him aggressive, but when he's bringing the ball up, as we've seen on clips a couple times, he's forcing the issue just a little too much. And in transition, he felt like he had to do it all at once. So he's out here trying to make plays 1-1. As you see, he got full court plays. He got cat 1-on-1, and sometimes you can do a DHL. Right now, everybody's collapsing on Wemby. They're not going to let him beat you. So everybody sees him. As soon as he turns back, Mikal Bridges there, OG Anunoby. These guys are great defenders. Same thing here. He's bringing the ball up, trying to go 1-on-1 when he could go, DHL or go to another guard, trying to beat cat off the dribble. This is where he's into a crowd. They're all shifting. You got to trust your shooters at times. Also, you got to trust with the offense. The shots they're okay with him taking because these are not great offensive possessions. Slows it down a little bit. Also runs into a DHL. Maybe even asks for a screen himself. It'll up. But I think the pick and roll action will help him so much more and get an easy offense. And if they got some defensive stops to get transition, he'll get more open looks from three.
The New York Knicks absolutely believe that they have not played their best basketball yet.
They have all the tools. If you saw that huddle we saw with Cat was preaching to them, hey, we're just gonna stick defensively, we're gonna stay right here, and then everything's gonna be okay. That's the right message for the New York Knicks. It's like you said, boxes and elbows, attacking the ball handler, making sure that nobody feels like they're on an island, on defensively on Wembanyama. I know Cat feels like, hey, my guys are right here, boxes and elbows. I just need to make him pick it up and spin. Do something where his vision is eliminated on one side. My guys are coming in there stabbing at the ball. Give the Knicks credit, man. They playing.
Tonight's game is huge because it's hard to grade game one when both teams shot so poorly. And if we have, it'll actually show you who is the better team. So I think the game wins the series.
I've sold them on that.
Oh, wow.
Here comes my
Whoever wins,
It's both.
new pitch.
okay? So
We remember great games. We remember, games that Jordan had, games that Jordan had. This is a chance for there to be. Remember Victor game 2? That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Victor now has a chance to come back and have a game that people remember him. Right. Like that could happen. Especially if you go with what he did.
You can wait till next year. He only
Let's say the Spurs
22.
win and they flip the whole.
You can wait till
Something at you and he toss a line.
I don't got time
What
to see him.
do we have that same
Niggas
energy
been
for
wearing
Carl
53
Anthony
years.
Towns? Do we
And I'm
remember
50 years old,
Towns
so what
game 2? Because I'm gonna tell you the message
I don't got
that's
time.
going on in the Knicks locker room
I don't
right
got
now.
time for this.
The message to Carl Anthony Towns before they started their film session yesterday. Oh yeah, congratulations, Cat.
22, you guys deserve to be great if you
But can
want,
you
bro.
do it? That was the challenge to Carl Anthony Towns
Yo, he's
before they started film today
4,
in the New York Knicks locker room.
215 pounds.
Was,
and
can you
22
do it for 3 more? Can you defend and be locked in on Victor Wembanyama for 3 more games in the
That's another
championship?
reason.
So you know what that told me? Is that 1 year they're going to continue them. Is he going to embrace the challenge? And that locker room is not satisfied.
And neither is the Spurs, because a little secret before in their film session yesterday, I was talking to Julian Penny afterwards, and he said, we actually like look. I don't think that you're going to see these huge overcorrections or big adjustments from Mitch Johnson.
And I'm glad you said that, because guess who else liked it? The Knicks. No, they did, real talk, because the others are going to continue to get those shots. They're going to live by the motto that we used to live by when we was on the Cavs.
What's that?
Hey, look, if the others beat us, we're going to tip our hat, but they're going to have to prove that they can actually do it.
And instead, that's why they start for the Spurs with Victor Wembanyama.
A connection you can count on. That's Xfinity Mobile. Cut your mobile bill. Xfinity. Imagine that.
Neil. Yeti, what up, y'all? Marcy, what's up? I like to know. Don't forget. Hold on, I got a call coming in. Hello? What's up, Raekwon? Yeah. Oh. 6:35, 8 o'clock. Okay, cool. All right. What's time in the morning?
Jalen Brunson, interestingly, is a very good player, second-round pick out of Villanova, but he's taken his game to an entirely different level.
He has become a star in year 6, former second-round pick out of Villanova.
8:15. I'll get to his game start. He has a basketball game tomorrow morning at 10. Not
Come on, here we go. Come on, let's go.
Come on, Jay. Concentrate, Jay. Concentrate.
9:35. Okay.
He has blossomed into a star, built for the stage here in New York.
Jalen Brunson has done what he's done his whole life. Just win.
He hit 9 for 3 in that game. He hasn't been an all-star yet, but this is the year. He wants the pressure shot with the clock going down, and he's leading his team.
Let me see though, and
He's
does
a
it have
legitimate
any
star. He's the
turning
type of
place?
leader and the type of player that makes those around him better.
The love of basketball was evident to me, honestly, since the day I was born. I was always surrounded by it.
The moment he could walk, he was holding a basketball and running with the basketball.
No. That would be for like Sunday, maybe.
Was about 2, 3 years old. We used to come and watch
Or
play.
like, or Monday morning.
Always would bring a
my
basketball.
bad. I don't
He would
it up.
dribble, The ball would fall down, he would go get it.
Oh my gosh. He always wanted to be on the court after every game. He used to beg people to be on the court. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites. This one right here. And that's the first time I ever saw him take like a leadership role.
And I'll call you right back, all right?
That's what I knew he was a leader, not a follower.
I always wanted to play in the NBA, especially seeing my dad play. Being able to watch my dad and see the things that he was able to do. I think the older I got, the more I kind of had that drive to actually do it.
Brunson, a second-year player from Temple, all the way up and in, left-handed.
And you realize how hard you really have to work.
Rick is relentless, and he's so loyal. And if there's anything that he could do to help Jalen, he would do it. I know that Rick pushed him because he wanted to be pushed. Rick just never gave up on him.
Good.
Not fast enough.
The one that leaves at 650, what time is it to get here? You gotta
Get a spread.
Yeah. Well, it's not straight flight, right?
Jump. Take your 10 shot.
Go.
Everything you do has to be legit. Habits.
Like none of the early morning ones.
Tiredness for the weak. Mentally strong.
Everything that his father said that he could do, and that he was able to achieve, he's been checking off the boxes ever since high school.
In beautiful Salt Lake City, Utah, as the Rockers visit the Utah Jazz. Pushing every opportunity.
Okay. All right, let me call you back.
It's not there. Brunson, beautiful post up.
Robin Jones.
A lot of frustration for Brunson in this game. Three guys 6'2" or bigger out there on the floor. For the Jazz, a lot of size.
I'm here to try and
Drives on 6, kicks it out hot, puts up the three. Won't go. Rebound quickly. Back out Brunson. Brunson a three. No misses. Rebound away. And the next foul will win it. Two great looks from downtown to tie the game. And it wouldn't fall. 9 for 39. And they start this 5-game trip with a loss. And they fall to the Jazz.
Jalen Brunson, 0 of 6 from downtown. You mentioned how well he's been shooting all year from downtown.
He was a little bit off tonight, and that's going to happen.
Going into that game with the same approach, no matter what I did the night before, just be aggressive, do whatever it takes to win, just read the defense, try your best to make the right plays.
They get a lot of energy in the building tonight. You can really feel it upstairs. And they got this big three. They want to see it evolve into what they think it'll be, just a championship. Coast to coast and finishes. U.S. It's good. Takes a shot, drives inside. Layup is good. Off the steal. Another turnover. Brunson around.
Brunson.
I constantly say to him, remember, they don't think you belong.
Sometimes when I'm in the zone and I'm comfortable and I just know when the ball is just going to go in, no matter how I've been shooting.
Big Donnie Brunson.
Yeah, that feeling's pretty priceless.
Brunson pulls up, jump shot. It's good. Jalen Brunson, 7 for 7 here in the third quarter. Jalen Brunson, what a night for him. Brunson gets inside, flips it up and in, and the foul. Brunson puts it up, and shot is good. Brunson, everything going down for Jalen Brunson. Now with 47 points, he's 8 for 8.
You say he don't look that big? 6'2" is kind of tall still.
Be able to do things like this on a nightly basis.
But he's on the court with niggas 6'8", 7 feet.
Brunson a career high now in so many different categories. What a victory tonight for the Knicks. What a spectacular performance from Jalen Brunson. And they're holding on to the basketball to make sure they get
What's up, man? What's up, bro? That's right. You see what's going on. Don't come in here with no hate, no. Don't get slandered today. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm still repping for y'all too. Though. Look, I'm still repping for y'all too. I needed a shirt to match my hat, so I said, let me just put this on. You know what I mean? Oh no! Let me tell you something. If the Knicks win this game tonight,
Never.
they're gonna win.
Jalen Brunson is one of those players that will always reach his potential.
His undersized second round pick. He's become one of the best guards in the NBA.
Yeah, Mike.
I know I worked too hard.
Go ahead. You want to go over there?
Put that much pressure on myself.
Jalen Brunson.
You gonna swipe? All right. I'm gonna tell my partner right here.
Certainly seems to be headed that way this year.
That's how I'm gonna call him. He's sitting right there.
I've prepared my whole life for moments when it comes to basketball games.
Knowing that you have a guy like that who can win a game for you as long as you're in striking distance.
He's right there. He got the Knicks shit on. He got the Knicks shit on.
This is what Jalen Brunson does. Brunson is just sensational this year. He's taking the next step now, which is going to be recognized as an all-star, and that's what this season awaits.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. You said what?
Jalen Brunson, the first one, always so memorable, especially when you consider the journey. His dad played in the NBA, played here for the Knicks at Madison Square Garden. A second-round pick, wasn't even a full-time starter until his 4th year in the league. But Clyde, right now, he's one of the best guards in the NBA, and it's all because of a great workout.
Hello?
You reach the goal that you thought about your entire life.
Hey, my dear.
They can't just cross the bucket list.
I was calling to check on you. What's up?
This isn't how I roll.
Brunson falls down, got poked in the eye. Brunson's hurt.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting it.
He's not going to quit. He's just going to find a way.
Brunson to somehow revert against face. It's Brunson.
Good. See you, man. Everyone talks about like how can you push it to be better the next year to stay consistent. And I just treasure this moment, be thankful for this moment, and just understand where I came from.
For him to not care and put his head down and go to the gym every single day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, if no one's there, he's there. For him to do that every single day is inspiring, and it goes to show all the hard work he puts into it. He deserves everything he's ever earned and everything he's going to earn.
King of New York, Jalen Brunson helped to almost single-handedly turn around a fortune of the Knicks. He really does.
That's my first All-Star game. Share this part with some legendary people, one of the great players.
All right, man. Thank you, man. Enjoy your weekend.
The upstart East, 211 to 186.
I think the best part about it in this year, I get to enjoy it with them. And being around, I believe as a kid, right?
I think for someone who has faced the challenges he's faced and has also seen that, you would think that he's always starting from zero.
All right.
It's all good to know that you're in a good place and you're playing.
No more high. Oh man.
At first she thought it was coincidence. It turns out community was
This guy, cold and smooth smile skills.
my watch is broken.
You can tell time by measuring sun's distance
What?
from the horizon.
Huh?
Well, they better be. No.
Looks like
I lost $40 fucking with OKC.
Okay, he's been a better matchup right now, I think.
Well, I just want to.
I didn't want OKC to go because I think they have better experience. Spurs don't have no experience. It's a rookie team. They're young. Huh? I don't know. They don't want him to, because he's a shooter too, though. I ain't gonna lie. For a 7'4", he can shoot.
I mean, first of all,
You could change it to something else if you want. I'm just putting on something. I didn't want to keep hearing the same.
You know, like, yeah, y'all. That it was going to have a chain reaction that would trickle down all the way to Aries. Because first, Lucy is like, hang on, he gave him what? And I'm getting what? Now, next 25,000 is. Listen, I'm sure that's excellent, and he didn't think nothing until you say that you gave way more. Now he's still somebody like Lucy thinking, well, hang on. This nigga's a snitch. I'm not a snitch. Why would you pay a snitch more than me? You see, forget all this shit about numbers and all of this type of shit. Certain people is thinking about
Lord Jamal.
quality. You see what I'm saying?
Lord Jamal. Who that is? You don't remember the Benubian? The group back in the yeah, that's one of them.
So boom. He heard that.
What's the song they had? Slow down. Slow down.
only getting this, and now I'm the only regular guest that it seems like that's left. And everybody's telling me that they don't watch Vlad TV because of me. See, here's where we have to be careful in the times we live in because on certain bubbles, everything is.
Oh, so don't take it down.
Yeah, let it go out a little bit. It's not necessarily the people you follow anymore. It's what your interest are. Your interest is interest based. So a lot of people shit becomes a feedback loop where they're only hearing certain shit coming back to them, and it's skewing the reality of what it is. Case in point, you know, this shit with Max being Big Daddy. Maybe we'll talk about that later. But that's an example of a feedback where you start feeling yourself because you live in a bubble. You live in a bubble where all you hear about you shit, you know. Not many people told me it takes a lot of this shit with friends. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta know that, you know, one monkey don't stop no show. That's just a saying. And I think he thought that was gonna be the squeeze. And yeah, it backfired. It backfired. Now you seem to be quoting for some sort of work out. And I think, you know, I think it's just that he was really in that shit. But, you know, yeah. Well, the reason I mentioned it to you is because you and I had a falling out some years back where you and Godfrey left the show. And there are some very important differences in the situation that you guys went through and what happened with me and Lucy. The first difference is that it wasn't about money, it was about consensus, right? It was over the fair cop, which I have apologized for since. Right? And when I say that, I realized I was wrong, and I said that multiple times. Right? And that was the reason why you guys left, because at that point I was in it. Right? The guarantee started after that, essentially. So that, along with me not getting in front of the situation and explaining what really happened on my side and so forth and take responsibility for it, I got to remain quiet. And everyone else created a dialogue around what happened. Now, this was a very different situation. Number one, it was about money. It had nothing to do with principles. It was just about money. And this time around, I got in front of it right away. When Lucy first said, I'd like to invite some people who won't give me a $5,000 raise, I said, hold on a second, that's not exactly true. It was a $10,000 raise he was demanding. He was already getting $25,000. And that in turn made people look and say, man, that's kind of a lot of money to, you know, go down to a living room and talk for 3 hours. These are working people you're talking about. That's over $8,000 an hour. And you go to his crib, you go to his crib, he won't come to you. No, I think that's the whole thing. I broke it down in my response video. I fly to Atlanta, I hire a camera crew, I get a hotel, I get transportation, he stays at his house. And he schedules this around his other shows. Remember, he said, oh man, I don't need podcast money. I get